Hello everyone, this is Sherry at Soul Conscious Tarot, and I wanted to do another pick a card reading for you. This is what important message is Spirit trying to tell you, wants to tell you right now. So we have three piles here for you to choose from. We have the Tarot of the Divine deck here that you can choose from. And then with this little guy here, this little green crystal, and then we have the Mystical Melodies tarot deck with the rose quartz, and then we have the seasonal fox tarot with this little crazy all different colored little guy here. I think this is a form of Jasper. I will try and look up the different crystals and put them in the description down below when I do the timestamps. So go ahead and pick what pile you're drawn to, which card deck, and then I'll see you over at your reading. So I'll see you there. Okay, hello pile one. If you picked pile one, you picked this, the Tarot of the Divine as your tarot deck. So we're going to go ahead and sit that over to the side, and we're going to go ahead and pull some oracle cards here first for you. So this is, what important message does Spirit need to tell you right now? What important message does Spirit want to tell you right now? What important message do you need to know right now? Okay, we have Stag Spirit, Leadership, and I think that, what is that card? Number 39. I'm doing this in the evening, so my lighting is not the best, and I do not have the best eyesight, so we will do what we can. I decided to pull this late in the day. I was just moved to sit here and do this, so... Oh, I didn't realize... At first, I didn't even see that stag on that card, and I should know since this is Stag Spirit, but that... he was really hidden. That I didn't see him at first. He just started showing through, so this almost tells me... pile one, that maybe you're in some way you're about to emerge as a leader, like you might be almost experience like a glow up, like maybe you don't realize that you have the capacity to be a leader, and that's what what Spirit's wanting to come through and say, hey, you know, you might be put in a leadership position very soon, or a place of power where people, you know, you're going to start being recognized, really starting to be recognized is what I'm really strongly getting here. Okay, so we have focus and adventures. And let's see, I'm going to have to read I'm going to definitely have to read the deck. I just started getting, I got this little pocket animal spirit deck here. And since it's new to me, I mean, I've seen other tarot readers use it, but I have not. And this, it comes with this little tiny book, so I will be reading out of this little tiny book. And as I said already, it's evening, so, and my eyesight's not the best. I almost feel like I wish I had a magnifying glass to to read the message out of there. But let's go ahead. Give me one of these animal spirit. Oh, I seen one popped over there. Nightingale. Interesting. Is there any more that popped over? Nope. Okay. I feel like I want one more. Oop. Oh, too many there. Too many. There we go. Oh no, there's two there. Well, we'll take them. Why not? We'll take them. Just means I have a few more to read there. And then now I'm going to have to find room. So what we'll do is I'll go ahead and put that. I'll put that there. And I think I can fit in one. I want to pull one of these sacred soul portal cards as well. And that's where we'll end our pulling our oracle cards before we get into the tarot. We'll just see what we got here. So you got lizard, scorpion, and nightingale. I kind of want to, I think I need these to be in that order. They wanted to come out in that order. And into the woods. Things may not seem scary at the moment, but your path is clear. Oh, things may seem to be scary at the moment, but your path is clear and your angels are near. So yeah, I really feel like you're my pile ones. There's definitely an energy here of about to embark on something big. And this may be a little bit intimidating. I'm almost getting from this lizard card, like I'm feeling that like the bearded, is it the bearded lizard that has like the fans out, the fan around their head kind of thing in defense, protective, like there's this protective element that's going on here, but I think it's a twofold situation where on one side of the coin, you're maybe pushing back a little bit from embarking on this, because it can, if you're offered a mentorship, leadership position where you're being acknowledged for something, but you're also given more responsibility, maybe, it's going to really put you in a place, whatever's being offered, it's going to get you a lot of, bring a lot of attention towards you. And that can be scary and intimidating. But I also feel like that is, as long as this, with this focus card, I believe that it's saying, as long as you focus on knowing that you can do the task and keep your focus on the task at hand, that this will be easier for you to overcome, whatever you feel like is being, whatever anxiety or feelings are coming up or presenting themselves to you as the fears. It's really around, like, as long as you stay focused on doing whatever needs to be done on the job at hand and stay focused, that those fears will abate and they will calm down, and and you'll be able to see the path ahead. You'll be able to see the path ahead. And I feel like this is going to really lead to a lot of amazing things in your life. With this adventures card, I think it's going to really open up quite a bit of opportunities in your life, because you are being recognized, you are being seen and acknowledged to be almost like a subject matter expert in a way. Now, I do want to, like I said, I do want to read these, the cards for these. I know I say a lot. I know this. So where are the air? I think I saw a scorpion there. I thought. Yeah, there was scorpion. So we want to hold that page. Where's my air? There's vultures. Okay, so that's got to be air. This is the littlest book, I swear. There was hummingbird. Come on. Be easier if these were in alphabetical order. Okay, so nightingale, fearless. There we go. Fearless voice, speech, communication, or song. There we go. The song of the nightingale is otherworldly. This simple brown bird, almost unnoticeable among the flashy plumage of other birds, transports its listener to the realm of poetry. Nightingale energy is with us when we write, compose, and especially when we sing. Yeah, I told you, I feel like this is pile one. You're really you're about to have a glow up in a way, like you're really about to be recognized and noticed, like the spotlight is about to be put on you, whether you like it or not. But I think something you're doing is drawing attention at this time, whether you realize it or not. I really feel like that is strongly what's going on here. It reminds that music heals the deepest wounds. This card indicates a need to open the bridge between the heart and the voice. Is there something that you need to say? How long has it been since you sung your song? Yeah, this is really stepping up and stepping into being, stepping up as who you are. Like really, like I said, almost becoming a subject matter expert. So you're being noticed for some quality, some skill that you have you're really being recognized for it, or about to be recognized for it, my pile ones. And that's what Spirit wants you to know. The Scorpion card here says that passionate, competitive, tends toward isolation. The Scorpion is a passionate and determined creature. Their career is very important to them, as a few select. I'm struggling with seeing the words because they're so small. As are a few select friends. Sometimes the Scorpion's heat festers and they focus on an unresolved event from the past, usually a situation where they were left feeling burned. The Scorpion card says it's time to come clean about your feelings so everyone can heal and you can get back to your own fiery self. So this is saying that there might be something that needs, and with the coming here with the Nightingale card as well, I can pick these up. The Nightingale card talked about needing to voice something. The Scorpion card is also saying that there's a need to voice something. So this really tells me, pile one, that there really is a need for you to stand in your power and voice something. And that's maybe why, that's that authority, the leadership, taking authority, by standing in your power, voicing something that needs to be voiced. And that's that spotlight energy that's coming through, that even though it may be a challenge to do it, maybe it might be scary to voice something, through voicing it, people are really going to take notice of you, is what I really get, that's coming through really strongly. I think lizard is earth. I think. I'm not sure. Hopefully we can find it. I want to say it would be earth, but I could be completely wrong there. I do not see it offhand. So what else would it be if it's not earth? Water? Now I kind of feel bad for not really looking at this closer. I might have to get the bigger decks just so I have a bigger book so I can really... Oh, there it is. Okay, so it's a fire. It's fire as well. Okay. I didn't know what element they look in. Okay, Sherry, silly, not really paying attention. It has the symbol right there that told you fire. I'm not even paying attention to the elemental symbols there. That's my bad. So, it told me what it was. Instinctual, sensitive to the subtle dreamer. The lizard is an expert in the realm of sensory perception, as if it has a sixth sense. The lizard hears what is yet to be spoken and sees what is yet to manifest. Although this is an amazing gift, it can easily wear the lizard down. Big crowds, lots of travel, overstimulation, stimulation will drain a lizard of their magical essence. This card is an indication to pull back from the bright lights and big city and return to the inner artist who's been whispering your name. Well, interesting. That's almost a contradiction to everything. But I almost feel like, honestly, what I'm picking up here strongly, pile one, is with this lizard card. I feel like this is what you've been doing, and that's why, because this is talking about, wanting to kind of stay out of the spotlight, so that you can kind of, you see things, like you're very observant. Pile ones is what I'm getting strongly here, is that you're a very observant person. And so that's why, like, there's something you're seeing. Like, so for instance, maybe there's something in the workplace that you've been seeing going on, and you know that it isn't right, and nothing's being done about it. Nothing is changing. Nothing's being done about it. But this is like spirit saying that it's time for you to say something. It's time for you to speak up, because you see something that's happening. You see that a problem that might be about to occur. Like, you have the ability to stop something from happening, something bad from happening, by speaking up and saying something, not letting it come to, like, boil over and come to a head. So it's like almost like you can avoid conflict from happening if you're willing to stand up and say something. But by doing that, it's going to put you in a spotlight in a way that you might not be prepared for, because now you've put, the attention's now on you, where you didn't really want it before, or maybe don't want to have that attention placed on you. So now it's, that's why it's calling for this focus, because this really ties in very strongly to this lizard card. I kind of want to put that lizard card there, because it really feels like, this is the realm of creativity and adventure, is where this lizard feels very comfortable. This almost rainforest scene where it feels comfortable. So to stay in this kind of energy, then there's focus that needs to be had, because we need to stay focused, and not become too overstimulated by the outside world, where we feel the need to, pile one, to hibernate. Because I believe that those insights and gifts were given to you, that the power to be observant, and see things, was given to you by spirit, because so that you can stand up when it's time to stand up and say something. And so that's what it's really calling for at this time. There might be something that you need to address, that that only you see, that needs to be spoken, that something needs to be said about it. And unfortunately, I mean, it's not, I wouldn't say unfortunately, but it will attract unwanted attention to yourself, which may make you feel uncomfortable, especially with this lizard spirit not really wanting to be in the spotlight, like getting overstimulated very easily, especially if extra responsibilities or attention is placed on you. That's something you don't feel comfortable with, my pile ones. So that's why it's almost like there's this avoidant energy here, that you have it tend to be a little bit avoidant, because you don't want that extra spotlight. You don't want that extra responsibility. You don't want that to, to be seen like that. So you kind of keep quiet. But Spirit is really saying that at this time, what you really need to know, what's really important right now, is that you do need to speak up about something. There's something that you see that nobody else sees, that really could prevent a disaster from happening, prevent, even though, like, I really get, deers can be very flighty. They can be very, elusive, scared, flighty, easy to run, and so that's, it kind of takes me back again to this lizard card of talking about wanting to stay kind of, out of the spotlight. and stay in this creative, beautiful, creative energy. And not wanting to cause conflict, not wanting to draw attention to yourself. But unfortunately, right now, the spirit is kind of saying, pile one, that there is something that you need to stand up and say. There's something you see that only you see at this time. There's something that needs to be said, something that needs to be addressed. Yeah, because the Emperor takes, almost lost a card. The Emperor stands up and takes action. It stands up and takes action towards something, you know, voices its opinion. And I believe with the, you know, I'll probably clarify this Queen of Cups, but with this Queen of Cups, I'm getting that it's going, when you voice something, it's going to move a lot of people. It's going to be significant enough that it's going to move people. When you say something, it's gonna move them, provoke them to action, is what I almost feel like. They're gonna care about what you have to say. Okay. I do want to go ahead and give me 2 cards on this Queen of Pentacles, please, or Queen of Cups, please. Again, I feel like, that was too many. I feel like with this Queen of Cups falling under this adventure card, that it's again this creative energy. This water can also talk about intuition and that those gifts that were being spoken of. It's almost like an empathetic energy, like being able to have those gifts and being able to see something that others don't see. It's like making those connections and seeing something that others don't see. But I really feel like whatever it is, by voicing it, by standing up, you know, being this Emperor, standing up, voicing what it is that needs to be voiced, then it's going to put an end to something and make things a lot better. You know, even with this 10 of Pentacles coming in the Sun, it's going to make things a lot better, where everybody, the work environment or whatever, is going to be, as a result of whatever action that you take, my pile ones, it's going to actually improve things. It's going to make things better. The Empress coming out there with the Emperor. It's going to put things, because this talks about a balance between feminine and masculine energy, which tells me, you know, where the Emperor is more action oriented and the Empress is more receptive energy. And this is like creative energy versus action oriented energy, that it really is going to put things, harmonize things, and bring things more into balance within the dynamic of whatever the circumstance is that needs to be addressed. Yeah. Because Two of Swords can, you know, Two of Swords is being indecisive because you don't know what to do. You maybe feel like you don't have, it talks about being, you know, usually this card, the person is blindfolded, and because they don't see, they don't want to see, they're like, they don't want to see the decision. They don't want to make a decision because they don't want to see it. They know what they maybe need to do, but they don't want to do it. So they're kind of ignoring the decision. And so this with this falling, you know, being on, clarifying this Queen of Cups, it's almost kind of telling me that you know what needs to be done, because we have this strong you know, the strong receptive energy with the Queen of Cups and the Empress here, you know, really knowing what needs to be done, seeing what needs to be done, but with this Two of Swords being out, wanting to ignore doing anything about it, not wanting to take action, which is why, you know, that inner Emperor energy is coming through, and it's saying, the Spirit is saying that action needs to be taken, something needs to be voiced and addressed at this time, my pile ones. It's time to get out of this receptive, observant behavior and stand up and speak a truth, speak something, get it out, because once you do, it's going to help resolve the issue. It's going to transform the issue, and it's going to lead to, you know, things being better overall in whatever situation that is. It may not seem like it. It may be scary to stand up and say something, you know, which is why, you know, you may not want to do it, because you don't want that attention on yourself. That might be scary to say something, to put yourself, you know, where you may not want to be the one that instigates or causes a problem and bring that on yourself like that, because you don't know how people will react when you say something, you know, or I'm getting that energy coming through. So, but the universe is saying that it does need to be addressed. You do need to speak up about it. And through speaking up, it actually is going to improve things. It's going to make things better in the long run. So that's where I'm going to leave this for you guys, my pile ones. I thank you so much for joining me. Hit that like button if you haven't already. That helps support my channel. If this resonated with you and you see anything in the cards that I didn't see that you want to add and leave down below, please feel free to leave any comments that you wish to leave for me or for your fellow viewers. I thank you once again, and I hope I see you in some of my other videos. Thank you for subscribing, and if you haven't subscribed already, I'd appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button as well and support my channel in all the ways that you can. I thank you so much, and I wish you the best harmony and gratitude. Hello, my pile 2. If you picked pile 2, you picked the Mystical Melodies deck with this rose quartz crystal, and I just realized I didn't put the other crystal away there. So you picked this rose quartz crystal for your reading. We're going to go ahead and set this off to the side as we get our oracle cards. And this is, what does Spirit want to tell you right now? What's important? What important message does Spirit have for you right now? What do you need to hear? What important message does Spirit have for you right now, my pile 2s? Okay, Daffodil Fairy, New Beginnings. That's card number 10. Can talk about the Wheel of Fortune. 10 is the Wheel of Fortune, change. And that is new beginnings. This actually came back out. This focus card was in pile 1. So feel free to, of course, check out pile 1 if you were even remotely drawn to that. If not, if it doesn't resonate to go to pile 1, then don't. You know, that's free will. You do what feels right for you. But that was in pile 1, that focus card. So it really tells me right now that the universe in general is calling for people to focus on things. There's areas they need to focus on. Bring their attention to is what I'm getting strongly that's coming through. Bring your attention toward an area, some area. So we have long journey. You have a long way to go, but it's a lovely trip where you go with all of your heart. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful. And I love that that's coming with this new beginnings card. So you might be really starting on something new, and it's calling that this new journey that you're about to embark on, my pile 2s, is needing your focus and attention at this time. So I still want to pull. I've been pulling, you'll have to bear with me. This is the Animal Tarot right here. It's the Pocket Edition Animal Tarot. I'm going to pull 2 of these, And I will read them from the deck or the book, and the book is very small because this is the pocket edition, so you will have to bear with me on me reading that. So we have earthworm, so you have earth energy here, and then we have spirit energy with unicorn. Okay. So let's go ahead and read those real quick. So we get the spirit should be, I think, at the end here. Spirit cards. Unicorn. I saw it there. I saws it. I did seize it. I sees it. There it is. Okay. Reconnecting to higher wisdom or divinity. It's difficult to see, hear, or think of a unicorn without immediately question if it is real. Did they ever exist? Perhaps long, long ago. The mind answers maybe, or it could be, or no way. This very contemplation explains our relationship with divinity and encapsulates, if I can say that word, our wavering belief in the unicorn. We wonder what divinity is. We wonder where our intuition comes from, and if we can really trust it. We think about a higher power, and our mind hesitates between a yes and a no and a maybe. Is it a male or a female? Does it have a name? Is it just a feeling? The unicorn card appears to wake us up to curiosity about the higher self and the divine. That's really beautiful. So that really tells me, pile 2, that you might be getting more in touch with your spirituality. You might be about to embark on a spiritual journey, which that would be why this is a long way to go, especially if you're just awakening or awakening up to spirituality or a new aspect of spirituality. So where's my earthworm card here? I saw that a second ago. Where's that earth energy at? I saw it. Where'd it go? Come on. I tell you, this is the littlest book. Oh, there it is. Yay, I found it. Yay. Okay. Earthworm. Shy, hesitant, reluctant to share inner visions. Okay, well, there we go. This is saying, you may be afraid. You might be waking up to some form of spirituality that you're uncomfortable with. Maybe, it could be, it's almost like this energy. Maybe you have grown up in a traditional form of religion, a religious structure, and you're waking up to spirituality or new concepts of spirituality that might clash with what you were taught growing up. And so it's like you're afraid to voice your curiosities. Maybe you're waking up to, maybe you're starting to become aware of psychic gifts that you have. And so you don't want to share that with people because you're going to think maybe the people that you typically are around are not spiritual people, and they might look at you funny. They may, there's this shyness around like something you're awakening to, pile 2. And so it's like you don't quite want to share it with anybody because of what people might think. Because there's still that uncertainty there. We saw that with Unicorn card, that uncertainty. And then this shy energy that's coming through with this earthworm energy. I don't know if I can focus here. We have all felt the woes of the earthworm at some point along our way. The earthworm indicates a newbie or a novice working to establish confidence in a new field. Others around you may seem wise and experienced, but it's important to remember that they once felt that earthworm energy too. This card is a reminder not to be intimidated or to lose hope, that mastery takes time. That's that long journey. It takes time, okay? Um, Besides, rumor has it that a beginner's mind offers the most beautiful, valuable insights. Okay, so this is telling me you have a lot to offer to, even though you may not feel competent at this time because you're embarking on a new journey, you're opening up to some level of spirituality that maybe you've never been, or gifts or knowledge that you've never uh undertaken before, or be it been aware of before. I'm really getting strongly that this is a spiritual journey. It's really coming through very strongly, a kind of a spiritual awakening. I'm almost getting that many of you are probably new to spiritual things, or spiritual gifts, or psychic gifts, and so there's this uncertainty of whether am it's almost like, do I want to trust it or not? Do I want to trust in myself and what I'm seeing and what I'm experiencing? And do I trust myself enough to share that with others? Because they may not understand, they may not get it. And then also, do I share it because I don't know, what I may come across as not knowing what I'm talking about because it's so new to me. And it's kind of that energy of being afraid, like when somebody's afraid to ask a question, to learn something, because they'd rather just deal with it on their own and figure it out for themselves. But this is really spirit saying that it's important for you to share that, to because maybe something you say, maybe if you approach somebody that does know, like for instance, a tarot reader, that maybe thinks they have a lot of insight, you could give them new insight from a new perspective because you see things from a completely, like this awakening you're undergoing, and your experience, helps them see something in a way, it helps them teach them something, even though they might have been, immersed in this world forever. And it could go, it definitely could go for just a new profession, if you're learning a new profession as well. It could be a going back to school. There's definitely that energy here, a need for focusing on your schoolwork. You might be going back to school to get a higher education in a new field. Oh, shoot. Okay, Spirit, that was too much there. But yeah, okay, so that one wanted to come up upside down. And this is really talking about that Five of Cups. Really, I feel like this awakening up to a need to go on this journey came after a loss of some kind. This isn't lost energy. That's more of a Five of Pentacles. But look at, this person, this entity on this card is looking in a mirror and reflecting on some things, reflecting on herself, where she is, trying to almost feel better about herself and her situation. So it could be that through some recent reflection, you realize there's a need to change something, because there are the Five of Cups, there's always those two standing cups but we go through that period of loss, grief, regret, feeling sorry for ourselves, whatever, until we turn around and see the two cups standing. And I feel like this is like, through looking at that mirror, that reflection in the mirror, you were able to see in the mirror behind you the two cups standing, where you're like, oh, I can still, there's something I can do, and so there's a direction I can take. And you woke up to that. It's like you're waking up to the direction that you need to go in your life, my pile twos. The Magician, yeah. That's that, really waking up and ready to take charge, set on this journey. And that's also this focus, because, to manifest anything, we have to set our intention. We have to be focused on a goal, on an intention. And so that's that focus on that intention to follow through. Okay, we had three cards. I'm going to definitely just take all three of those. So we have the Three of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. So, and I feel like this is, there was definitely this, you know, this place that you were in, pile twos, that forced this reflection. I mean, that's coming through strongly. There's something that you were, you know, kind of tired of doing over and over again, tired of where you are, that you took this look in the mirror, good hard look in the mirror, might have actually been, you know, to the point where, you know, you might have been really, you know, look at this little leaf. He looks really agitated and frustrated. And even though everybody's trying to make him feel better or make him, you know, feel better about his situation, he doesn't want to listen or take any advice from anyone. You know, he's just rather be, you know, sit in this misery. That's where we have this, you know, like I said, look at focusing on those spilt cups. And here this guy is also ignoring those cups. He's focused on himself and internalizing things. And so I feel like at some point, you know, you really took a hard look, and that's when you saw there was something you could change. You know, you started to turn this energy around, and it really made you start feeling better. I think starting to bring you out of your shell as you started to realize there was a new beginning, a place you could go. This is those two cups upright. You know, that you felt that, you saw that new beginning, you saw where you could head, whether that's, you know, either awakening to something within you through that self-reflective journey that you embarked on, or whether it's realizing that you need to change something in your life, and that could be going back to school, doing something like that to embark on something new. But Spirit is coming through and saying that this is going to be a long journey, but it's going to be well worth it. You know, this whatever you're embarking on, whether it be a new career path, you know, going back to school to get higher education, or to, you know, learn a new profession, or whether it be a spiritual path that you're waking on, you know, for self-improvement, or to become more spiritually connected, that even though it may be a huge undertaking and it may take a while to get there, that it's going to be worth it. It's that hard work is going to be worth it, because it, as long as you put your whole heart and soul into it, as long as you know, you focus and put your heart and soul into it, it's going to pay off in the end, so to speak. So that's what I have for you, my pile twos. I thank you so much for joining me. Hit that like down below and subscribe if you haven't already. I would love for any support you would like to lend to my channel. Leave any comments that you want to share. If there's a message here that you saw that maybe I didn't mention on, go ahead and you can feel free to leave it in the comments down below for me or your fellow viewers. I appreciate any comments that you want to leave, and you're more than welcome to leave any comments that you want. I will, you know, filter out any that are negative in nature. You know, I probably won't allow those to be posted if they're too negative or condescending, because we don't want to have that kind of energy here. But I hope you'll be understanding about that. I really want to keep my channel positive and uplifting and helpful to people, not, you know, something that's going to tear people down and make them feel bad, whether that's me or anyone else. So I thank you so much for joining me once again. I wish you the best, my pile twos. Harmony and gratitude. Hello, my pile threes. Hello. If you pick pile three, you pick the Seasonal Fox Tarot with this. And I forgot to put this rose quartz from pile two away again. And I think this is a form of Jasper, but I am not sure. But I find it very interesting with all the colors there, and then being solid on one side with all the polka dots. It reminds me of 1,001 Dalmatians, and I thought it was very fitting. It was the same color. I tried to pick crystals that seem to go with the color schema of the deck. So we'll go ahead and we'll put this aside for later, and we'll start with oracle cards to pull some oracle cards, so you can get a good understanding of what the message is up front. So if you don't, you don't have to stay for the whole thing. If you just want to get the highlight, the overview of what the message is to start with. So this is basically what important message does Spirit have for you right now, pile threes. So you have rainbow waterfly miracles. Look at all that beautiful. I see water, all that water, running water, emotions running high for you. It's almost like I feel like, tears of bliss. What's that song that has that in the lyrics? Tears of bliss running down my face, or something like that. But all those butterflies, transformation, beautiful, the rainbow, beautiful, beautiful card there. Beautiful energy coming off of that card right now. And I think that's what, card 31, I think that says. Oop. Oh, look at this. We have more butterflies that wanted to come through. Look at that. Transformation. Beautiful. Beautiful. This also wanted to come out. Embracing. Oh, this is absolutely beautiful, pile three. Okay. What else do we have for pile three? What important message do you have for pile three right now? Finding the exit. You are wrapping up the chapter. Look at that. Beautiful. You're wrapping up a chapter of your life. It's time to move on gracefully. Look at that with the, I don't know if that's a swan or flamingo. I kind of want to, it's actually a stork, I think. But storks are indicative of a new beginning. It's time to move on gracefully now. Beautiful. Okay, so I've been pulling a couple of these pocket animal spirit cards and reading out of the book, because these are new. I just got them. I've seen other readers use this deck, but I've just started using it, so I'm going to read out of the book because I'm not familiar with all the animals yet. Still working on learning them, and I'd rather read out of the book because they've been really tying really well to what's coming through. But what I have for you, that, it's pretty clear here that the important messages Spirit has right now for you is that you're in the middle of transforming your life. Your life's about to change, pile three. That you are about, something in your life is about to change and transform. You're leaving an old part of your life behind right now. You're walking into something new, whether that be that you're moving to a new location, you're getting a new job, career. It could be even a new, like, almost I can get, with this, I could see it with this miracles card, that maybe someone's going to come out, you show up in your life just miraculously, that's going to sweep you off your feet. That could happen. It's like that. There's like almost no, like, what is coming through for you, pile three, is expect the unexpected. That's the important message. So if you're just wanting the quick notes for this, expect the unexpected is what I get. Your life is about to change in a significant way is what I get coming through. Your life is about to significantly change. You have the Peacock card. Okay, that's too many. I don't want that many. If it wants to come back out, it'll come back out. Oh, Nightingale. Nightingale. Interesting. You had two air cards here. I really don't. I'll reread the Nightingale, but this also came out in pile 1. But I'm getting a little bit, even though the reading it in the book will be the same message, I'm getting a little bit a different take on it, and we'll see when I read this. I'm going to read the Peacock first, because I really feel like that is playing a significant on how I need to interpret that Nightingale card, because now that I know what that Nightingale card kind of means. Oh, and there was a dragonfly from pile 2. I should have read that through this book, and that would have probably helped me with there. I think there was a card that came out. It wasn't one of these, but it was a different one. As I digress. Okay, come on, give me. Where's my peacock? It should be. Is that coming out as that? I thought that was. Oh, it was right behind it was a page behind the Nightingale. I was holding the Nightingale page, which is why I didn't see it, because it was behind it. Okay, Peacock, inner beauty, compassion, assimilator of anything. Assimilator of anything. Beautiful. The beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. This adept creature can assimilate or digest all of the experiences of life, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of self and of others. Wow, that is amazingly beautiful, pile 3. Amazingly beautiful. And then I'll read the Nightingale card, which I read for pile 1, but we'll go ahead and reread it for you guys. Fearless voice, speech, communication, or song. The song of the Nightingale is otherworldly. Again, like out of this world energy here, pile 3. And I think that you've put in the time and the effort and the work, that the universe is giving you something magnificent in your life. And that's why I said, I think expect the unexpected, because I think that you have passed a significant test in your life, pile 3, and the universe is stepping in to reward you at this time. You're about to receive a huge abundance in your life in some way, a huge miracle that's about to transform. Expect the unexpected. But this simple brown bird, almost unnoticeable among the flashy plumages of other birds, transports its listeners to the realm of poetry. Nightingale energy is with us when we write, compose, and especially when we sing. It reminds us that music heals the deepest wounds. This card indicates a need to open the bridge between the heart and the voice. Is there something that you need to say? How long have I been since I have sang? Turn it up, write it down, let it out. So I really get, there might be, some of you might be definitely coming through here that they're very creative energy here, extremely creative, passionate, creative energy, that you might be someone that is being inspired to, definitely with the Nightingale here, I'm getting a strong vibe of maybe a musician sharing something with the world through lyrics or poetry or writing a book, something like that, doing a blog, getting out on a platform, TikTok, YouTube, whatever, um, and sharing something might be significant at this time. But really picking up for you, my pile threes, that expect the unexpected, that something is about ready to really shift in your life, because I really believe that the universe is about ready to bestow a huge blessing on you for the work that you have done. I think that you have broken through something, that you have really healed and transformed something huge in your life in some way. You have leveled up hugely, and the universe is wanting to reward that. Okay, so you have the Devil card. I feel like that's what, you have overcome something, whatever that devil energy is. I'll go ahead and pull on that devil energy to clarify it, but I feel like that's what you have overcome. It's reflecting whatever it is, that energy, devil energy has been transmuted. It's been transformed. You've done the alchemy. The Four of Swords, that's healing energy. That's that transformational energy, transforming that devil energy. Using, through strength, hard work and strength to transform, to overcome those bad habits, whatever they were. Yeah, we have the Nine of Swords here. Yeah. Even though it took a long time, it could have taken you lifetimes to do this. It could be karma that's been following you around, that you've been trying to break a cycle for. It could be lifetimes, but definitely during this lifetime, you have, with that peacock coming out here, that's why I feel like it could be, this is something that you've been trying to heal, maybe over many lifetimes, through several lifetimes, not just this one. But it could be just this lifetime as well. But this wounded warrior feeling, that's what it's like. Even though there was this persistence, with the strength card coming out, there was this persistence to overcome this, even though it was hard, even though it was difficult, even though you were weary and worn out from the battle, you chose to persevere and overcome this devil energy, whatever it was, my pile threes. And through that transformation, through transforming it, you're about ready to receive some miracles, some blessings in your life. The Queen of Swords, getting real. Yeah, getting real. Too many cards, please, universe. One more. I just need one more. One more card, please. Oh, no, I don't. That's why I've got 5 out here. That's why. Okay. So I don't need another one. But yeah, it's getting real. You got real with yourself. Let's see, we have... Okay, those are not mixed up, universe. Those need to go back in, because those are not shuffled enough. Well, that tells me also the progression. So that was 7, 8, and 9 of cups in sequence, in order, back to back. Which one tells me that this deck, it hasn't been shuffled enough, because it is a newer deck for me, so it hasn't been shuffled enough. But also with that succession like that, it's also talking about, it's showing me the escalation that especially since it's cups, that we have 7 of cups to 8 of cups to 9 of cups, and 9 of cups can even lead toward a devil energy, but it's talking about confusion, options, being confused, going from that confusion to walking away from that confusion toward what it is, towards what it is that you want, towards your 9 of cups, getting out of confusion and being this Queen of Swords, knowing, cutting things out of your life, that cutting that confusion, getting clear on what you want. That's what the Queen of Swords does. She gets clear on what she wants. She doesn't want to stay here in this, keep repeating these cycles. She doesn't want to, stay in this wounded warrior energy. So, you were tired you were unhappy with where you were, and you got, you took yourself pile 3 and started cutting things out of your life that weren't serving you. You had the strength to stand up and do the healing work to overcome. Let's go ahead and give me 2 cards to clarify this devil. Okay, what is this that pile 3 overcame? What is it they healed? What is it they transformed? So it definitely wants that one, whatever that is. The 8 of cups, or sorry, pentacles, the 8 of pentacles. Oh, yeah, that's the 8 of pentacles. I confused this in one of my other readings because the 7 and 8 of pentacles look almost identical. They just like have one more pentacle. So it was like really confusing to me because I misread it. So now I always like do a double take. But that's the 8 of pentacles. Give me one more card. I might need more. The King of Cups. Okay, so you worked on, and we had cups before. It went 7, 8, 9 cups, and then we have the King of Cups. So this really tells me that you've been working on your emotions, like emotional maturity. That's what you've been working on. That's what you've been overcoming. That's the devil. Like, because the King of Cups can be emotionally closed off. They could be somebody that, that definitely can be extremely emotionally closed off. And with that, with the 7, 8, and 9 of cups coming out in sequence, it was showing me the improvement of working toward opening up emotionally, overcoming that being closed off, opening up the heart space, realizing that you don't need to continue to be wounded, like you were healing any, overcoming any past like issues. Like if you had a relationship that hurt you in some way, that you've been carrying that pain, you healed that pain that was blocking your heart, the pain that was caused by another relationship, an old relationship. And that's why I said this could have been something you've been trying to heal over many, many lifetimes. With that peacock and this 9 of swords, it was really kind of giving me this energy that, maybe this could have been wounding from a previous life, karma from a previous life that needed to be transmuted and transformed. But you've done the work, pile 3. You've done the work. And that's what the universe is trying to let you know, that your fight is over. You've overcome the obstacle. You've transformed this energy, that you've opened up your heart space, that you're embracing love, you're embracing peace and joy and love. And that's why it says that, that I think, expect the unexpected, that miracles are coming, because now that your heart has opened up, it's opening up, and you're starting to really become who you were meant to be. You're opening up. By opening up your heart space, you're opening up, you're singing your song, you're becoming more of who you're supposed to be. And this is bringing a lot of grace and love and joy into your life. You're walking into a whole new period of your life, pile 3, which is absolutely beautiful. I hope almost everybody comes to pile 3, because this is a beautiful message that Spirit wants to let you know that you have blessings coming, and your blessings are going to be wrapped up and tied into this new chapter where you are going to have a lot more happiness, a lot more joy, a lot more grace in your life, because now you're more compassionate. You're showing more kindness and compassionate because you have healed the wounds of your heart and have opened up your heart space more. Your heart space is beginning to open, my pile 3s. This is beautiful. I thank you so much for joining me. I hope this message resonated with you. Hit that like button down below. to help support my channel, get the message circulating. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I thank you so very much for all of you that joined me here today. I hope you'll join me on some of my other videos, and thank you so much. Leave any comments down below you want to leave, whether it's for me or for your fellow viewers. I know we all appreciate those very much. So thank you once again. Harmony and gratitude.